everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about witchy starter things. I'm Lady Starfire, and I hope you learn a lot. I have a lot of people that come into my store that are new, and so they're trying to figure out what herbs to start with, and candles, and different things, and just, to have that little bit of stuff to get started with, It's hard sometimes to say, oh, well, all people need to start with this and this and this and this. And because sometimes it's, what are you interested in? Well, and they don't know. So I put together what I call my witchy starter kit. And I thought I would share it with you today and give you some ideas for those of you, especially starting off, or maybe you know somebody starting off. And, not saying that you have to come buy my kit, but at least it'll give you an idea of things that might help to get started with. So, meantime, okay, so we have this. All right, and, in the box there are 9 herbs and 9 candles, okay? So, we'll just get it all out. And there's also 2 cast iron candle holders, okay? So, and there are 8 little spoons. Now you say there's 9 herbs, why 8 spoons? Well, because one of the herbs does not require a spoon because it is bay leaves, okay? Don't need a spoon for those. So, all right, so since I have that one already in my hands, we'll start with it. And bay leaves are great for wish magic, manifestation, all sorts of things. I've done some videos using them in wish magic, and I think it was a road opener. And, you take and write on the bay leaf your wish and you burn it, okay? I usually tell people to try using maybe a felt tip marker, fine tip one so that you can write on it. Pencils, pens, things like that will usually break the dried leaves. So using, something like that is a whole lot easier to write on it. And then, really write your intention and then light it on fire and put it in your cauldron and burn it, okay? So, goes back in there. All right, I've also got agrimony. All right, here maybe you can see it. I don't know. Agrimony is good for reversing hexes, protection, overcoming negative, and most herbs have a lot more things. I just listed a few of the things on my label so that someone new knows what each one is for. Okay. I also included calendula, and it is good for positivity, divination, and prophetic dreams. So a lot of people, love these things, and especially starting out. And some of you that aren't starting out, maybe you'll learn something about some of these herbs and, figure out that you might need to get them for yourself. I also included peppermint, which is good for purification, healing, and your psychic. It's also great in a tea, for your tummy. Also, if you're using valerian for a tea, mix peppermint with it. It's a great thing. It makes you burp peppermint instead of valerian, which is horrible. Also, I do also want to state as a general rule, if you're going to ingest any herbs, make sure they're safe for you. Make sure they are ingestible quality, okay? And, because be safe with that. Just because herbs are natural and all that does not mean they're always safe. Do not confuse magical with medical, all right? Be safe with herbs, all right? Most drugs are derived from herbs, and therefore they have contraindications, which can be dangerous. So what's good for one person isn't always good for the other. So please know what you're doing, or get with somebody that does know what they're doing before ever ingesting herbs. And be careful about burning some of them too, because not all of them are safe to breathe that smoke in. So do your research, all right? That's my disclaimer in there. In the meantime, okay, carrying on. Bayberry bark is great for money, good fortune, and removing hexes, okay? And it's a really great little herb as well. And that's bayberry bark. Rose petals, rosebuds are always a great thing for anybody to have in their witchy cupboard. All right. Then, of course, it's good for love and self-love. All right. And for most any spell you do, it's a kind of a good idea to maybe always add a little bit of love with it, okay? I also added lavender. Y'all hear me talk a lot about lavender. Lavender can be calming. It's also an attractant, all right? Some people cook with lavender buds. They put them in cookies, and I think, I knew somebody that made a butter with lavender in it. So lavender buds actually have a lot of good qualities to them, and it's one that can be ingested as long as it is the right quality. Okay, so be careful of that. All right, so, and then we also have chamomile. All right, everyone knows that chamomile is calming, but it's also good for meditation, purification, and protection. Okay, so chamomile is a great one. Chamomile tea is really great as well for relaxing, to help you sleep and calm down if you're stressed and that sort of thing. But my disclaimer still goes out. In ingesting, make sure that it's right. You can actually buy chamomile tea that is already set up that way, so it's the right quality. But just, so that you know about some of these things, and, stay safe and enjoy your magical. Now, in my kit, I've also included 9 witch candles, the small ones for people to start off. That's what goes with these little candle holders. They're really cool. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're cast iron, so they last forever. Don't have to worry about them breaking. So, and of course, there's naturally a black and white, which can be used for my black and white candle spell. It can be used to represent the god and the goddess. And then I have the other 7 main colors. And if you want to know what they're all for, go back and watch my video on candle associations. I'll try to remember to pop a link right up here. But, there is the yellow, pink, orange, red, purple, blue, and green. Okay, so you've got all your colors in there that you need for kind of getting started with a lot of different things. But know your color associations when you're doing this. So that you know which ones to use for what, okay? But this is a good idea for anyone starting out. If you have some place that you can go and buy these herbs, that's great. Get them and, start your kit. Now, I put these in bags, to save cost for my people, but I recommend you take them out of the bags and put them in jars so that they stay fresher. Either keep them in a cool, dark place, put them in dark colored jars. Things like this will always help keep your herbs fresh. Your candles, make sure that they're not anywhere that's going to be excessively hot, because they will get soft and they'll melt and stick together. So, keep all your stuff in a good, safe place. Something like the box is great as long as you get you some little jars, to go in them. And then you could, keep them in this. They'll last for a while in bags, but it's always best to transfer them to jars. All right. So I hope this helps some of you that are trying to get started and trying to, build your witchy herb cabinet and candles and different things like that. I mean, there's so much out there. I carry about 300 different herbs, so it can be a lot to choose from. And then from there you start your magical oils or essential oils or whatever. So, it's a lot of different things to add to your magical cabinet. And so I hope this kind of helps you in this. If you have other ideas, hey, pop them down in the comments for me. I love reading it. And let me know what kind of things that you think are important for, adding to witchy cabinets. Some of you that have been doing this a long time, if you know some other herbs that you think should be really in one, pop it in the comments. Let other people know. I just chose 9 of them, so it took me a minute, but it was kind of fun choosing 9 for people to start off with. As far as other things, maybe I'll make some videos on some other starter things, but this one is my herbal witchy starter kit. So if you haven't clicked the buttons down there, please do so. I really appreciate it. I like the comments. I love it when you like my videos, and it also lets YouTube know that you like my videos, and it helps get them out there more. Share my videos, please, with people that you know that need the information. There's always people out there that may not know I exist, and so they won't watch my videos unless somebody shares it or the people like them, so YouTube pops it up where they happen to see it. So anyway, everyone have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day, and enjoy your learning. Enjoy finding out new things and how to grow in your witchy life and in your regular life. Okay? So until the next time we meet, blessed be.